How you pronounce this?
Cucumber.
Cucumber.
And in Jamaica, they also have susumba, which is a little small green vegetable, bitter.
Oh, lad.
Alright family, today's video is something special. This isn't just comedy. This is culture. We are talking about Chinese Jamaicans, food, identity, growing up on the island, and the kind of real life stories you don't hear every day. A lot of people still think Jamaican identity has one face. But this video breaks that myth completely. Watch this with an open mind, because this is pure Jamaican right here.
For Stevie, alright, I think it looked like I told it to it. And we couldn't get the sound. But at the same time, we enjoy the show until it sign up. And this man is here as the only person in here that has Delco. You know, his father used to run on the TV. He turned it on and make the whole of we watch. Me I talk people from Roseville, from Essex, big up at the TV bank. See TV bank up there. See that? And the shop over here. And the man turn it on and we watch it. I know this Selassie come. You remember when Selassie come?
Yeah man.
And you turn it on. Up the full when Selassie come, you know. So it's been, how it's been going on now, how the youths nowadays, all over. When I hear about you, them show you no respect in our district. We show
Yeah man.
them show you respect in our district.
You mean the younger generation?
Yeah man. Yeah.
Yeah man.
We still respect you.
Yeah man.
So what kind of business is going on now, right now with you? You still do the baker like your father? Cereal chain.
Me have it still, you know. And my brother used to do it, you know.
Yeah.
But him pass off.
Oh, what's his name again?
Chin.
Chin. He pass out. You never know Chin pass, man. I tell you.
Him pass off, man.
But it's a great pleasure, man. We go to school together. Lucy, where Lucy?
Lucy that town, man.
Okay.
And the other sister.
Okay. Lucy, I used to you and Lucy. You know, and so on. That time, them days in the boss. I tell you. We go to school barefoot, you know. I just like, you know, and them could afford it as a Jamaican Chinaman. So, this is a real Jamaican Chinaman. I want you to look at him, you know. His name is Clive Chin. Tell them, Chin. Tell them where you're born and everything.
Flint River,
Yeah.
St. Mary,
And where you ever go?
Beecher Mill School.
With all the way. You ever left St. Mary yet?
No, sir.
Yes, I'm Jamaican. Only for people don't believe me. Them don't believe I come from Jamaica because I'm Chinese. But what a lot of American people don't know is only for Chinese people come from Jamaica. Only for them. All over the place. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, yes, even though I'm Jamaican, I don't smoke weed. Everybody, first thing I tell them, that I come from Jamaica, them say, you smoke weed? You know, I don't smoke weed. You know, it's even illegal in Jamaica to smoke weed, believe it or not. Although it grow wild all over the place. I don't know how. I think the bird them eat the weed, eat the seed and then fly over the place and then the bird dropping all over the place, spread the weed. That's how the ganja grow. But no, I don't smoke it. I don't smoke weed. What go on? That's how in Jamaica we say hello. So I thought maybe what I could do in some of these clips is teach you a little bit about how to speak in Jamaican. Anyway, so today I want to talk to you about food. Jamaicans love their food. You know, a lot of good food from the island. You know, some of the things I like are fricasseed chicken, jerk pork. Everybody loves jerk pork. Fried plantain. Fried plantain sweet, tastes good. Everybody, every day in Jamaica, eat 2 patty for lunch. And of course, fried fish. Best fried fish come from Hellshire Beach. Everybody know that. It come with bami. I don't eat the bami. I don't like bami. And of course, a national dish, ackee and saltfish. And it always come with a little green banana. And of course, my favorite, roast breadfruit. I love the roast breadfruit, and this is where roast breadfruit, how it look when it growing on the tree. Now I tell you, Jamaica have some dishes that I don't eat. First one is oxtail. Yes, the tail of the cow. Little too close to the body, if you know what I mean. So I don't eat it. They make something called tripe stew. If you know what tripe is, you wouldn't eat it either. They make something called mackerel rundown. Have to be the nastiest thing you had ever eat in your life. And of course, whole heap of people like, but I don't like, curry goat. I mean, really, a goat? Think about it. These goats walk around wild on the island all the time. I don't know what somebody do, just go out and catch them and curry them up.
So, what was it like growing up in Jamaica as a Chinese
Well,
man?
I'm the second generation. My mom and dad were born here too. So it's like my father. When I saw my friends going back to China, going to school and learning the Chinese school with the language and all that, I said, "Oh, you don't send me?" And he said, "Hey, you're Jamaican. Learn Jamaican, you know? Grow as a Jamaican." So I figured out maybe when he was here, they used to tease him. Because, you know, he doesn't speak Chinese, but my mom does. Like he didn't like that culture. He growing up here, they probably tease him, "Ching Pong, tease him." And then, you know, he said, "You're Jamaican, you know, just Jamaican." I grew up as a Jamaican. I didn't get that big Chinese culture, you know, where it's just your family and that close knit. I had friends, you know, from all different walks of life. So I was privileged that way.
Did people treat you differently growing up?
Of course. Imagine in a classroom where you're about maybe 3 Chinese or 4 Chinese. They're going to test you, you know? Because those days they never know about Kung Fu movies. Wherever I go now, they don't test you, you know? Yeah. Yeah, but, you know, it's like growing up with the Jamaicans, you learn to be tough, you know. As I said, them test you, you know, and then when you stand up for your right, they respect you, and you become the best friends, you know, and then nobody else bothers you. And that's how life is, you know. You always have people, like, if I want to be your friend, but I don't know how to be your friend, sometimes you come, you know, like a way that, you know, like, that's why I tell my wife, "Hey, I see so much nice, you know, like, we're traveling and things." I said, "Yeah, but I admire them, but I don't desire." It's a thing for admire Jack creation, and I said I don't desire, yeah, that's a lie. But it's like, you try not to put yourself in that situation, as you say. I'm not saying I can resist temptation more than anyone, but you try not to be in that situation. So just live my life free, you know? Because I say, I love you, I love you, I love my son and my daughters and my wife, the same.
You see, when you grow up Chinese, your skin have a tick, you know. But if you grow up Chinese Jamaican, you can't let nobody tell you what your worth is. That means that nobody can tell me what me worth. But you see, when me go take up myself, go watch Kids Baking Championship and MasterChef Junior, Lord God, one piece of headache. Because what do you mean? What do you mean you're 8 to 11 years old and you know all of this technicality of cooking? You know the words, you know the actual technique, you know to cook, you know how when food is ready without even like tasting it and testing it. Like, yo, if you have a kid like that, big up yourself, because you must be doing something right. But if a kid is naturally talented, like, yo, make sure you do anything and everything you can to feed into that talent. There's something so amazing about kids who are so young and so passionate and already know what they want. Which is so funny when they come on the interviews and they're like, "I've been cooking all my life since I was 2. So like 7 years of your life?" Like, what do you mean?
Mommy, what you doing? What you do?
Some fish, you know. I cook fish in a Chinese style.
No, so why you have newspaper on the ground?
No, I have to put that when the fish fry the oil Fly out of the pot and what find the tell us how much fry the fish all. Because when the window open the brazier, blow the thing.
Yo, I can't bother with that one every day. Hey, watch out. Watch out. What is now? What is? What is?
The Chinese black bean, Chinese bean curd, Chinese pickled ham choy, and there's scallion, ginger, and garlic, and scotch bonnet pepper.
Who the hell put newspaper on the ground for cook? What?
My grandmother, if you're ever sick, you get herb tea.
What part of Jamaica are you from?
Matilda's corner, Ligini.
I was born on Lady Musgrave Road, 33 Lady Musgrave Road.
What parish is that
St.
in?
Andrew.
St. Andrew.
Trelawney.
Port Antonio. Depends on where, both St. Thomas and Kingston.
Kingston.
Same Kingston.
Port Morant, St. Thomas.
Warren Beer. Where the revolution happened, right? Paul Bogle. I remember, so, we're bad,
Kingston.
Kingston. I'm from Moby.
I'm from Todd's Road, Trinidad.
Chinese Jamaican pops with his story.
Yeah. I'm glad to take it off, because when me not go race, my car that blow off the color,
Hey, what a wicked man, Hey, how you say so? You say
so you're lucky. Me no mind you take off the color, because, me not save you all that money, because
come off anyway.
me not blow it off with my car.
Yes, sir, you used to have sound system back in it.
When me have my set, me make Rastaman dance soca,
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Believe. First Macintosh I had.
Yeah, man. Rastaman.
Believe.
You tell me make Rastaman dance soca when me have to keep down. So me are not ordinary man.
Believe.
Did you know the Chinese community in Jamaica started with railroad workers fleeing yellow fever? Here's their story. In the mid-19th century, many Chinese laborers sought better lives in Panama and California. By 1854, groups of Chinese immigrants arrived in Jamaica, initially to work on railroads. Facing diseases like yellow fever, many settled in Jamaica, laying the foundation for a vibrant Chinese community. In the 1860s and 1880s, more Chinese immigrants arrived, driven by opportunities in farming and trade. Despite facing racial slurs and harsh conditions, they thrived. They established grocery stores, introduced items like rice and saltfish into Jamaican cuisine, and formed close-knit communities. By the 20th century, the Chinese had become integral to Jamaica's economic and social fabric. They overcame restrictive immigration laws and significant challenges to make lasting contributions to Jamaican culture. Chinese Jamaicans have made notable contributions in various fields, from business to politics. They have established prominent grocery stores, restaurants, and even banks, influencing the island's economy and culture. Did you know about the Chinese impact on Jamaica? Share your thoughts below and follow for more untold stories from Jamaica's history.
Listen, this video is funny, but it's also important. From the very start, with the how you pronounce cucumber, you can already tell this is going to be one of those natural and forced Jamaican conversations. That's how real Jamaica is. Humor mixed with everyday life. But let's talk about the bigger message here. This man said something that a lot of people still struggle to understand. He is Chinese, but he is Jamaican. And for some reasons, that confuses people. We have been taught to associate Jamaican identity with one look, one accent, one stereotype. And that's just not true. When he says people don't believe him because he is a Chinese, that hits. Because Jamaican is not about skin color. It's about where you are from, how you grow, and the culture you live every day. Flint River, St. Mary. That's not a story you can fake. That's lived experience. And the weed stereotype, I am glad he addressed that. Every Jamaican gets that question. You smoke? And he explained it calmly, even with humor. Not every Jamaican smokes weed. Some people never touch it in their life. Jamaica is deeper than ganja culture. And it's refreshing to hear someone say that out loud. Now let's talk about food, because Jamaicans don't play about food. The way he listed the dishes, jack pork, fried plantain, patties, every day for lunch, that's real. But when he said he doesn't eat oxtail, trip, mackerel rundown, or curry goat, listen, that alone will divide a comment section. But that's the beauty of Jamaica. Everybody loves different things, and nobody eats the same way. What really stood out to me is how he described growing up, being one of only a few Chinese kids in school, getting tested, teased, and challenged. That's not just a Chinese Jamaican story. That's a Jamaican story, period. Growing up on the island teaches you resilience. You learn to stand your ground, and once you do, people respect you. That's how friendships are built in Jamaica. The conversation about culture was deep too. His father choosing not to send him back to China, saying, "You are Jamaican, grow as a Jamaican." That shapes identity. And you can hear the honesty when he talks about not fully connecting with Chinese culture, but still respecting it. That's diaspora life in real form. Living between worlds without fully rejecting either. Then the history segment at the end ties everything together. A lot of people don't know that Chinese Jamaicans have been on the island since the 18s. Railroad work, yellow fever, farming trade, grocery shops. These weren't visitors. These were builders of the country. They faced discrimination, trash conditions, and still contributed massively to Jamaican society. This video reminds us that Jamaica has always been a mix. African, Chinese, Indian, European, and that blend is what makes the culture so strong. You can't tell someone they are not Jamaican just because they don't fit a stereotype. And the most powerful part, he didn't sound bitter. He sounded proud, comfortable, and grounded. That's someone who knows exactly who he is. This is the kind of content people need to see more of. Not just for Jamaica, but for the Caribbean as a whole. Identity is complex, culture is layered, and this video shows that beautifully. If this video changed how you think about Jamaican identity, drop a comment. If you are a Chinese Jamaican, Indian Jamaican, mixed, or from the diaspora, your story matters. And if you still believe Jamaicans come in one color, one accent, one lifestyle, this video just corrected you. Like the video, subscribe, and share this because these are the stories that deserve to be told.